Hello guys and welcome to our channel Capstone IT, where we will be providing trainings for various softwares that we have, and these trainings will be absolutely free. Hope you will like our channel and subscribe to this. This is our first training video about Excel and how do we use it. So let's begin. Now Excel is a spreadsheet program consisting of a worksheet, and you could add 256 worksheets in a workbook. The interface that you see here is a workbook that is open. The name of the workbook is book 1, and the current interface that we are looking at is for Excel 2016. We will start with the basic in Excel interface and what are the components that are there on the start screen of the Excel. So the screen that we see is the blank workbook that we have opened. Now on the top that you see on the left side are the quick access buttons that we see. It is a save, undo, redo button. We don't see the redo is grayed out because we haven't performed any steps yet. And if you click on this drop down, you will get further more options to customize your quick access toolbar. In the middle you see the book name, that is the name of your workbook. Once you save it, that name changes to whatever name that you give to that workbook. Here you see the account name or the registered version or owner's name here, and this button that you see here is to hide or show the menu options that we have for Excel. If we press this, it will hide the ribbon for us. You see the options, auto hide ribbon. If you want to see it again, just click here. It will bring up the window again and you see it here. Now you want to look at the show tabs option. It will just show the tabs without the complete menu. So when you click on this, you will get the options for that particular tab. So this depends on how much area you need for your rows and columns. By the way, rows or the horizontal lines that we see are known as rows, represented by 1, 2, 3, and there are around 10,48,000 rows in Excel, and the vertical that you see here, A, B, C, are the columns, and we have around 16,000 columns in Excel 2016. Now for every cell there is a name. You will identify the name of that cell by the intersection of the row and column. When a row and column intersects, it is called as a cell, and the cell name is displayed here in the name box that we see. So we are at the intersection of column A and row 1, so we have the name as A1. So wherever we go in Excel, the name changes as per that. So we are currently at I12. Now if you go to the last cell and column, so you will have the column name is XFD, and the row name is 10,48,576. So that's the name of the cell. So now going back to the first cell, if at all in a workbook you would like to go to the cell A1 directly from anywhere in the workbook, you can just press Control Home, and that will take you to the first cell in the worksheet. Now looking at the menus that we have here, the first is the file menu with basic operations of saving file, save as, what version that we have, whether the workbook is protected, or what are the tags that are assigned to it. So those options will be displayed, the basic information about the workbook, like who is the owner, author, and all the details about the workbook, and when was it last modified, and all details that you can get here. If you would like to create a new one, you just go to new and create a workbook from here. For opening an existing workbook, you go to the open tab. If you would like to save the workbook for the first time, you can use it a save option and select the location where you would like to save it. And when you do a save as, if you would like to make a copy. Now the print option, as we all know, is to print the workbook. Share is like if you want to share it with someone via email, or share it over OneDrive, or if you have like an Exchange server, you have a SharePoint portal, you can select the location where you would like to save it. Export option is like to save it as a PDF and change the file type to XLSX or XLSM or any other for that matter. And if you would like to publish it, you can publish it to Power BI, which is one of the greatest, I think, great tool for visualization from Microsoft. So I have used it, and in future we will do videos on Power BI as well. So when we click on close, it will just close the open worksheet, the current open workbook that we have. Accounts will give you the account information, feedback if you would like to have any suggestions for Microsoft, whether you actually liked this program or not. That section will be covered in feedback. And the workbook related options is displayed in this section here. Like you have general, formula, proofing. This we will discuss in our future videos. So now coming on to the home tab, here you will have the basic functionalities like cut, copy, paste, selecting the font for the workbook, the bold, italicize and underline, what should be the font size, color, alignment and whatnot. You have the merge center, wrap text, and if you would like to give any predefined, what do you say, the predefined cell styles, if you would like to give, you can give it from here. Let's say if you want to give a neutral cell style, we just select that particular cell or select a group of cells for which you need that particular styling. You have quite a few options available. Select whatever styling you want and it's done. So you need not to go to various different options. You can use it from here. This is to insert, delete or format a particular cell or a row. This is for using autofill, auto sum if you would like to clear something. And this is if you have any data in the sheet, you can sort using this. And this one is for find, select, if you would like to find something in the workbook. So if you would like to clear the content of the cells, you can just select those cells, right click, clear content. So this will only delete whatever is there in the cell. Let's say, let me explain it better. Let's say we have some numbers here and some, let's say, some date formats. So now my Excel is set to the MMDD5YY format, which means first it will be showing month, then day, then year. So I'm taking 12, 12, 12. That will be 12th September of 2012. So just to make it better understandable, I will change it to this format for you guys. Okay, as you see, it says Wednesday, December 12th, 2012. Now let's say I want to keep the formatting and just delete the content that we have in these cells. So we just select it and we click on clear content. It will remove all the cell content that we have. Now let's say if you want to delete the whole formatting that we have in these cells, you just select them, and I'm going to guide you guys with the shortcuts that we have. We will just press Alt E, A and F. It will clear the format. And now the format is cleared. Now let's try it with the data. Now we want to keep the content as it is, but delete the format. So as you see, when I pressed Alt EAF, it has deleted the format, but the content is as is. Now you might be wondering why it shows 41255 instead of 12th December 2012. That is because it has changed to the number value in Excel. Now let me just press this. As you see, it is on general. Once you switch back to date, it will be showing the desired date. Now if you would like to clear the whole worksheet, we will just select it from here, from the top left corner where you see this half triangle, I could say. Just click here and it will select the whole worksheet and press the delete button. It will delete the whole content. And if you want to clear the format, the same thing again, Alt E A F will clear the formats from the entire worksheet that we have. Now, Excel can be used for various different purposes. It could be for your maintaining your financial records, doing analytics, identifying the trends, using the charts that we have in Excel, and whatnot. It's a prime software that I could show which has been used in small industries or the businesses of small volume. Though the number 10 lakh rows is quite a huge number, but it is a very good and intuitive software wherein like without just by knowing the basic formulas you can calculate a lot of things, and this has been used from in every industry, be it manufacturing, IT, BPO sector. Excel is in use extensively in almost all industrial sectors when it comes to calculation, and it is used as a primary software for calculating anything. Now, the Excel has evolved a lot from being introduced initially under Office, from Office 2000, Office 2000, Office XP, Office 2003, 7, 10, 13, and then now Office 16 and 365. 365 is a cloud-based version of Office 365, and it's a part of Microsoft Office going on cloud, where we have various other options which the cloud structure made possible is like sharing with different people over the internet using the cloud infrastructure. So that was about the evaluation or the evaluation of the Excel. Now coming on to the basic calculation, let us see how exactly the Excel calculates. Then we will move on to the top menus that we have, that is home, insert, page layout, formula, data review and view in our next video. We will conclude this video with small calculations by knowing what all we can do in Excel and the other basic components or the key parts that you should know in your Excel worksheet. Now, one of the most important part of the Excel worksheet is your formula bar that you see here. So this is your formula bar where it will display the formula that you're going to use in your worksheet, or in an existing cell what value that you have that will be displayed in the formula bar. Now let us see if I'm typing 22 here. Now if you highlight this, the formula bar will show just the number 22. So let's have some random values. Okay. Now if I would like to sum this, there are two ways of doing this. One, you can just go to auto sum and it will select the cells that are there above without any space and then sum it automatically. So it is coming to 820. Now if we check the first one here, it shows 22, then 33, because these are our manual entries. But for 820, it will not show the value as 820. Instead, we will see a formula for that. And the formula is equal sum B2 colon B6. So when we use a colon, we are using a series of cells which does not have a space in between, or even if it does have a space, it doesn't matter. We are selecting a series of cells in a single column. So that is when we will use the colon sign, or it can be spread across. Let us say we have this information replicated here, and if I would like to do a sum, I will type equal, and every formula in Excel starts with equal sign. If you, let's say if I want to do a sum here, I type sum, then I do a bracket open, you see there is no effect on this. Now if the same thing I'm doing with the equal sign, equal sum, and I am selecting the whole range. Now you see here it shows that we are selecting the data from B2 to C6. So from it's starting from B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, then moving above C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. So that is what is the selection that we have made. We press enter, and that is the sum of all the numbers that we have. That is 1640. So this is how we get a summation of all the numbers. Now let us say if I want to subtract something from something, we can just either put equal to, select the number, minus the other number, and here you get the value. Another example, equal, select the number, minus the other number, and you have a value. Now, Excel is also sensitive for the negative and positive values. If you're subtracting something from a smaller value, you will get a negative sign for that number. Now, let's say equal 55 minus 666. That will give you a minus 611. So Excel will automatically take care of the negative and positive signs when you're doing calculations. Not only sum, but we can do like multiplications using Excel, and we can get averages and whatnot. It can be used extensively for your calculation. Let us say if you want to multiply something, uh, let us see if I want to multiply 22 with 22. Here is the number. Now I want this operation to be applied to all the rows that we have below here. Now there are two ways of doing it. One, you can write the formula here equal this and this. We have the value. But if let's say you have around 100 rows and it's quite tiresome to write the formula for 100 rows at one by one. So for that, Excel gives us an opportunity to do it in a one click. We just select the cell which is having the formula and then move your cursor to this bottom right side, and when it turns to a black color plus symbol, just do a double tap on your mouse and it will take you. So we have all the calculations done automatically for the continuing rows. Let us say I want this calculation to be specific, or let me show you to you. I want to multiply all the numbers with 34. Okay, just 1 second. 43, let's say. I want to multiply 22 into 43. 946. Okay, now I am doing this double click. Okay, but is this the value correct? If you would like to check what cells are used in a particular formula, just highlight the cell containing the formula and press F2 on your keyboard. It will show you the cells that have been used in that particular formula. Let's check for the D3 cell. Oh, it has taken 946 into 33. Now let me check what should be the value here. 33 into 43 should be 1419. Instead we are getting 31218. So this is the wrong answer. So whenever you want to use a constant value across a function or a formula that you are using, just what you have to do is that you have to freeze that value. Now to freeze a value, you have to add dollar sign before that. If you would like to freeze the column, you will place the dollar sign before the column, that is D, and if you would like to freeze the row, you will place the dollar sign before the row, that is the row 1. Now I don't want to do it like pressing dollar and dollar. So what you can do is that you can just press F4 and it will do it for both row and column. Now let us see what answer we get. Great. Okay, so it seems right now. So that's about the Excel addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now if you would like to take the average, we can do that as well. For taking out the average, the formula that we have is the average. Just let me make it clear for you guys to understand. We'll have some. Okay, we want to add 33 plus 55. I will do equal sum this colon this. So we get the value. Now similarly, I want to do the subtraction. Let me just copy paste it to make it easier for me. So subtract, multiply, average. So if you want to subtract 55 out of 33, I will get minus 22 as the answer. If I want to multiply 33 with 55, 1815. Now, for subtraction, we use the minus sign. For addition, we use the plus sign or the sum formula. And when we try to multiply something, we use the asterisk or the star symbol. And for average as well, we will use the formula of average. Select the two numbers that we would like to average. Open bracket, close bracket before the numbers. Enter. So 44 average is the average. So let's check if that is correct. So 55 plus 33, that comes to 88. So equals sum divided by number of entries. Bingo, that's our average. Now these all calculations, we have to type formula. Let's say I don't want to type a formula and check what is the sum of the selected numbers. So I just select multiple numbers, and if you look at the bottom right side here, you get the sum, average and count. Average is 929.5, sum is 1859. So if we are adding another number to this, it will change automatically. So if you just would like to select the numbers and find out the values, you can check those at the bottom right side here. Guys, this comes to an end of a very interactive video that I have recorded for you guys. Though this is very basic, it is for all the beginners. Next week I will be coming back with a video on about the formats, tabular formats that we could have in Excel, how to do the data entry in Excel, and what are the different type of data formats that we have. Like data can be formatted into a percentage, a numeric value, decimal, whole number, date, dollar value, adding a dollar sign before the data if you're representing any currency. We will learn all that in our next video on Capstone IT Solutions. Until then, goodbye. This is Sayyid Isa signing off. Have a good day. Bye-bye.